Hey everybody! So welcome to my counterpart, which is now top 10 JRPGs everybody loves, but I don't. Last time it was the opposite. Top 10 JRPGs everybody hates, but I don't. So before you begin, no, I am not going to cover Kingdom Hearts, because yeah, it's a JRPG franchise that a lot of people love, but also a lot of people hate. I don't love it, I don't hate it, I just think it's good, but I think it's overrated. In any case, that one and Pokemon. So Pokemon is actually the franchise that opens my top. It's my number 10. It should be one game in particular, but there isn't, because I have never beat any Pokemon games. I have played a lot, trust me. I have given Pokemon a lot of chances. Ever since I was in high school and I played the Pokemon 64 games, I played the Game Boy Color games, I have played even the Nintendo DS games, the 3DS games. I have given them lots of chances and I don't like Pokemon. I know there's a lot of people actually who don't like this franchise. You know, it's just, people say it's too childish, or the monster training stuff, it's not their cup of tea, it's not my cup of tea. So I don't really have much to say about Pokemon because I think it's a great franchise. Actually, every single game in this list is an excellent game. It's an excellent RPG. Actually, they're all great games. I don't doubt that, but I just don't love them. I like them, I enjoy them, but I don't love them. Pokemon, however, I don't hate Pokemon. I have no reason at all to hate Pokemon, but I just never liked it. And trust me, I have given them lots of chances and no, I don't like them. They're not appealing to me, that's all. So I'm gonna start with number 9. But 10 is every single Pokemon game ever. A lot of people love this franchise. It's one of the most, I think it's the most popular JRPG franchise ever. Millions of people love it, I don't. So number 9 is, oh by the way, I don't own any of these games, not because I don't love them, but because I just don't have them, because I don't know, I've never had them, or I had them but I had to sell them back then. Lots of reasons. In any case, number 9 goes to Final Fantasy IV. You know, Final Fantasy IV is a great game. It is the first of the Final Fantasy franchise that had, you know, great criticism, great welcoming into the rest of the world. I mean, for us, for the rest of the world, it was Final Fantasy II actually. But I played the first Final Fantasy and it's okay. The second Final Fantasy, it's also okay. The third Final Fantasy, all three for the NES, are okay games. I don't think they're that good. But Final Fantasy IV was the first big Final Fantasy, which had a great story, great soundtrack, great gameplay, great characters, great everything. But when I first played this game, I was like, okay, it's great, but it has a lot of flaws. It has a lot of annoying flaws. It's really hard. It's a really hard game, and it has just a lot of things that I just didn't like. But I think it's a great game. I liked it, I enjoyed it, but love it? A lot of people think it's one of the greatest Final Fantasy ever made. Okay, I respect that opinion. I don't love it. I have nothing else to say about that game. It's great. I admit, I understand the love for that game, but I just don't love it. Okay, so number 8. Number 8 is Skies of Arcadia. I don't know if you ever heard of that game. It's not that hidden, come on. It was a game originally that came out for the Dreamcast, and then it was ported to the GameCube with some new features, I believe. It was called Skies of Arcadia Legends. That's the version I played. I played the Dreamcast version for like an hour and a half, I remember. But the GameCube version is the one that I played for, wow, I don't know, 10, 15 hours. And I mean it, I really see nothing special in that game. It's a good game, yes. Is it a wonderful masterpiece? Really? Okay, if it's a wonderful masterpiece to you, I respect that. If it's the greatest JRPG you ever played or one of the greatest, cool. But I would like you to tell me in the comment section below Why is this game so beloved? Because I really don't understand. I understand the love for Final Fantasy. I understand the love for Pokemon because they're so addicting according to the gamers. But Skies of Arcadia, wow, I was overwhelmed. When I first played that game, I had no idea what kind of game I was playing. I had no idea what kind of RPG I was playing, so I put it and I played it an hour per day, maybe less. It didn't inspire me. It had some really annoying parts as well. There's this part that I remember well, that you are on your ship and the ship is finally yours, and you travel with this other pirate, just you and the other pirate, Vice and the other pirate, and you're going around in the world flying, and I have no fucking clue where to go. I hated that part. But okay, overall, I think Skies of Arcadia is a good game, but seriously, I don't understand why so much love. People talk about this game as if it was, wow, a great JRPG. Okay, well, I don't love this game, so if you want to share your opinion in the comments to explain to me why this game is so beloved, go ahead. I really want to know. So, number 7. Oh, number 7. Number 7, a lot of people are not familiar with this game, but I have never met anybody in my life, and I mean anybody, who hates this game or dislikes it. I don't hate it. I think it's a great game, but I dislike it. Yeah, I dislike it. And oof, it's pretty dangerous for me to say this, but I'm gonna say it. I don't think Tactics Ogre for the PSP, even though it's a remake for the PS1 of the PS1 version, I believe. I don't think Tactics Ogre, Let Us Climb Together, it's a great game. When I first played that game, I was aware of all the love this game had, and I played it, and I didn't even know what to do. I mean, I played the game, and there's just some flaws. Characters keep missing their attacks. I know there's a lot of strategy involved. I love strategy RPGs. If you go into my channel, you'll find 2 videos in which I talk about the best strategy RPGs according to me. I mean my 10 favorites. And I really like strategy RPGs, but this one is a game that I just couldn't fathom for any, I don't know. And I have given this game 3 times, three chances. So that was the first one. The second one, I have a friend. He's from Russia. Greetings to that friend. And he is a hardcore fan of that game. Really, he really loves that game. So he convinced me. I said, okay, I gotta give this game a second chance, right? I gave the game a second chance, and nope, I tried my best. I convinced myself, and Jesus, no, I don't like this game. I don't like this game. I think it's a great game, but I just don't like it. And then several years later, that was last year, I believe, I said, time has passed. Maybe if I pay the right attention, if I give it enough patience, I will like it. I played it. I got to the 3rd mission, I believe. I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I don't love Tactics Ogre. And in fact, I dislike that game. Good for you if you think it's a great JRPG. Totally respectable. I see the love for it. I don't see the love for this game. I don't see why people love it. My friend has explained it to me several times, and just nope, I don't love it. I don't. Okay, so now to number 6. Number 6 is Golden Sun for the Game Boy Advance. Now there's 3 Golden Suns so far. The first 2 are for the Game Boy Advance. Number 2, Golden Sun: The Lost Age. It's a prequel, I believe, to the first one. That was really good. I understand the love for that game. The next one is The Dark Dawn, I believe, for the Nintendo DS. It's a mediocre game, and I think a lot of people agree with me. But the first game, the first Golden Sun, everybody loves it. Everybody. I don't. When I play that game, you know, I think it's the same deal with Skies of Arcadia. I see absolutely nothing special in that game. There are games in this world that there's tons of things that make them stand out, and they're great games, and you see, and okay, I didn't like that game, but wow, it's really good. I understand it's really good. Golden Sun, what's going on? I think it's a game that came out in 2002 or 3, I believe, and people have explained to me that the game has this retro feeling from the NES and SNES era, And no, I disagree. I see a Game Boy Advance JRPG and nothing more. So Golden Sun, I think the story is good, the battle system is good, everything is good, but is it really a fantastic game? I don't think so. So again, if you would like to explain to me why this game is so beloved, please go ahead and do it, because I don't understand why people love it so much. It's a good game, but that's just it, in my opinion. Number 5, I used to own this game. Actually, I had to sell it, unfortunately, to fund my trip to England. This and several other video games that I had in my collection. That was last year. And I first played this game, wow, I think it was like 10 or 12 years ago. It was one of the first JRPGs I played for the PlayStation 2, and that's Dragon Quest VIII. Actually, this number 5, could very well go to the entire Dragon Quest franchise, but I haven't played and beat every single one of them, so I don't think I'm entitled to talk about all of them. I haven't played Dragon Quest 2, Dragon Quest 3, Dragon Quest 4 and 5, I played it for like an hour, so I have no right to talk about them. But I have every right to talk about Dragon Quest VIII because I beat it, and because when I first played it I was, wow, this game is really cool. But then I realized several years later, as time went on, that this was considered to be the best Dragon Quest VIII, and I agree. I haven't played the others, some of the others, like I said, maybe, I don't know, Dragon Quest 4 is better, Dragon Quest 5 or 6. But as far as I'm concerned, this is considered by many gamers, by many Dragon Quest lovers, the best Dragon Quest ever made. Therefore, they say it's one of the best JRPGs ever made. And well, this is a game in which I do see the love. I do see why. I understand why people love it. It's got a magnificent soundtrack. If you compare the Dragon Quest VIII to all the previous Dragon Quests, including Dragon Quest VII, there's a huge improvement in graphics, in gameplay, in almost everything. I agree it's a masterpiece. When people say this game is a masterpiece, I agree, it's a masterpiece. So this is gonna be real quick. I have nothing much to say about that game. I have no complaints. I just don't love the Dragon Quest series. I don't love Dragon Quest VIII. That's just it. Okay, number 4. It's a game, well, like I said in my number 10, I don't like Pokemon. And this game has been compared to Pokemon by a lot of people, including me, because of its battle system. And that is Ninokuni. When I first saw this game on the stores and I saw what it was about, I was like, nah, this is not my cup of tea. But then, wow, you know, people hyped it up. People began playing it, beating it, loving it, and they spread their masterful love for all around the world on the internet. And this news got to me, and when I heard it, I was flabbergasted, because when I was at the shop that day, I didn't think it was going to be good. But then years later, this hype happened, and I regretted it. I thought, man, I should have bought it. I should have given this game a chance. So then sometime later I bought the game and I played it, and just like I thought, not my cup of tea. I began the game, I played it for several hours, the battle system, the map, everything was okay, but I just said, this is not my cup of tea. I haven't beat that game, so I can't really say much about it. I only played for, I don't know, 5-6 hours of the game, and just like Dragon Quest VIII, I admit it's a masterpiece. I think I understand the love. Like, just like Dragon Quest, everything in this game is so beautiful. The gameplay, I mean, the map, the overall, the graphics. This game's graphics and art was made by Studio Ghibli. So the game is made by Level 5, the same company who made Dragon Quest VIII. So everything about this game was so beautiful, but the battle system. Yeah, the story, the music, everything is beautiful, but the battle system. The battle system might be beautiful to Ninokuni's fans, but not to me. I thought it was just very similar to Pokemon, you know, in which you have to capture monsters or train monsters and all that stuff. The monsters fight alongside you. I just don't know. I don't like that. It's just not for me. But really, I have nothing negative to say about this game. It's a really cool game, I understand the love. So on to number 3, which is Xenoblade Chronicles. Xenoblade Chronicles for the Wii, and it's the same situation. I see the love. I think it's a masterpiece. In my opinion, I think Xenoblade Chronicles is a game that is extremely superior to Dragon Quest VIII or Ninokuni. It's another game that I played for several hours until I got stuck in the game. But again, I don't love it. I liked it, I don't love it. I didn't rage quit on it. I was like, fuck it, I'm not loving it, I'm liking the game, but I just don't see any reason to continue, so maybe some other time. Unfortunately, I had to sell this game for my trip to England, and maybe I should give it another chance, and maybe then I will love the game. Maybe I'll see why people love this game. But so far I played for like 8 hours, I believe 8 or 10 hours, and no, it convinced me as a great JRPG. I knew I was playing a great JRPG, but I just didn't love it. I don't know, something about... I don't like open world games, okay? I don't. And leaving that aside, I think the battle system was cool, but yeah, you know what I mean, right? It's not that good, in my opinion at least. So Xenoblade Chronicles, everybody loves that game. It's a masterpiece. I don't love it. I like it, I don't love it. Number 2, wow, I'm stepping into some dangerous area here. Some dangerous area. My last 2, just like in my previous video, there's a huge abyss between every other game on this list and these last 2. Number 2, Jesus, I can feel the hatred already. Number 2 is Final Fantasy Tactics. Damn. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't love that game. Where to start? I played that game for the first time several years ago, I think it was 12 years ago, and I just didn't like the fact that your characters die and they don't come back, and you have to go and make new characters or recruit new characters and train them all over again because they start at level 1. I hated that. I thought the game's mechanics were awesome. I thought the battle system was good. I thought the story was great. The music was okay. But that particular game mechanic was, in my opinion, atrocious. I know it's similar to Fire Emblem, but it will take me an entire video to explain why they are so different. In Fire Emblem, your characters die and they don't come back, but you recruit new characters in following chapters, and they are somewhat at the same level as you. But the fact that in Final Fantasy Tactics your characters die and you go and recruit them again or hire other characters and they start at level 1, that's bullshit, man. That's bullshit, and I hated that. But I don't hate this game. I think it's a masterpiece. I understand the love for this game. I just don't love it. So on to my number 1. Damn. Maybe I should just turn off the camera right now and leave this game to your imagination, or maybe I should have made a top 9, because my number 1, you're gonna hang me for this. You're gonna fucking despise me for saying this, but I freaking love with all my soul Chrono Cross, but I don't love Chrono Trigger. Oh, I can feel your attacks right now. You're going to attack this video for weeks, months, year, and I'm sorry, but I just don't love Chrono Trigger. I first played Chrono Trigger on the PlayStation 1. That was around 12 years ago, I believe. I beat the game, I liked it, I enjoyed the experience. I didn't know anything about it. I really didn't. I didn't know anybody who liked the game. I didn't know anybody who had played that game before. So it was until much later till I found out that people were calling this game the best JRPG ever. One of the best video games ever, and the absolute best JRPG in the history of JRPGs and in the history of RPGs, whether they're from United States or Japan or wherever. This is considered by millions of people the best RPG ever. I was really? Chrono Trigger? A game that I found to be okay. I didn't find anything special in this game. Okay, then later I began reading reviews, I began reading why. A lot of friends, a lot of gamers explained to me why the love for this game, and I understood it. Nope. I understand why people freaking love Xenoblade Chronicles. I understand why people love, I don't know, Dragon Quest 8 or even Pokemon. But Chrono Trigger? If we take into consideration that Chrono Trigger was not one of the first JRPGs ever made for the Super Nintendo, that lots of great games came before that, and people are saying it was the first great JRPG for the Super Nintendo, and that's the only reason. It revolutionized storytelling, it revolutionized this and that. No, I don't think so. If you've watched my Hidden Gems videos, if you've watched my Unknown videos, you will see games that are not superior to Chrono Trigger, but everything positive they say about Chrono Trigger, I think you can find the same traits in some of these games, especially in the Hidden Gems video. Sure, Chrono Trigger is entirely superior to, I don't know, the 7th Saga, or Dragon View, or the Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. Come on, okay, I am aware of that. It's a masterpiece. I understand Chrono Trigger is a masterpiece. But to call it the best JRPG ever made? Seriously? But okay, maybe someday I'm gonna have to make a video to explain why, step by step, I don't consider it a masterpiece or the great. I mean, I do consider it a masterpiece, but I don't consider it to be the best JRPG ever. But overall, I don't love Chrono Trigger. I think it's a great game, but I don't love it. I just thought the story was, even though it was really well written and the plot was really good and the idea was awesome, I don't think it was as deep as Chrono Cross or many others, and I'm really into deep stories, dark stories, psychological stories, and I didn't see any of that in Chrono Trigger. The music is astonishingly beautiful. It's one of the best soundtracks ever made. The graphics are great, the gameplay is great. The battle system, I'm sorry my friends, but I don't see anything great about the battle system. I'm sorry. I think the battle system is really generic. Yeah, I'm sorry to say that, it's just really okay. And in terms of battle system, previous JRPGs did not the same, but it's just a turn-based RPG, nothing more. I don't see anything great or astonishing on the battle system. And so, thanks to the battle system and the story, which I think are okay, but not great, I don't love Chrono Trigger. So I'm just gonna keep being redundant over and over again. The fact is that I don't love Chrono Trigger. I think I explained myself why, and I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's one of the best JRPGs ever made. Not the best, but one of the best, I'll give you that. And so, that concludes my video. Chrono Trigger is good. All of these games are great. Don't take this video the wrong way. So it's just my opinion as usual. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. And most important of all, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Most important of all, share your opinion. I want to see your opinion on these games, especially in games like Skies of Arcadia or Golden Sun, because I really don't understand what's so special about these games. I understand what's so special about Chrono Trigger, but those other, I have no idea, beats me. But the point is that these are great games, I recommend them. If you haven't played them, play them, just to see for yourself if they are entitled to be so beloved or not. See you next time.